What's up, Mod Squad? MOB back with another Division 2 video. Before we get into today's video, I want to announce that I have finally enabled my join button. This means for those of you who want to support the channel that little bit more, you can join and become members. You'll have the access to badges and perks others don't. Becoming a member is another great way to support the channel, and it's going to help me improve on the channel's quality. If you guys are interested in being a member, then click the join button down below to check out the available perks. I believe the first tier is only $1. Thank you to those of you who choose to join. With that said, welcome to another Division 2 build breakdown video. In today's video, I'm bringing you my best solo DPS hybrid build. This build has just made playing solo even easier and a lot more fun. In previous patches, the all red DPS build was pretty much the go-to build for heroics and legendary content. But now with the drop of TU10, we have gone from all red DPS builds for everything to DPS hybrid builds. How does a max crit chance, high crit damage, 6 tier skill build sound? Well, that's what I bring you today. We have a build that shreds like an all red DPS build and has the healing and skill damage of a tier 6 skill build. With the build being able to reach tier 6, it allows you to use all skills, giving you options and keeping your solo farming feeling fresh. Bored with using the same 2 skills all the time? Well, change it to whatever you want, whenever you want, while still doing crazy amounts of damage with your weapons. This build consists of 4 reds and 2 yellows, giving us 2 skill tiers. On top of that, we gain an extra skill tier from the Technician Specialization, giving us a total of 3 skill tiers. Now you may be questioning, where are the other 3 coming from then? Well, let me show you. With TU10 we get new talents, and it's this talent right here which allows our DPS build to also have the power of a full-on skill build. Future Perfect. Weapon kills grant +1 skill tier for 15 seconds, this stacks up to 3 times. On top of that, weapon kills at skill tier 6 grant overcharge for 15 seconds, overcharge cooldown is 90 seconds. Now, although having overcharge is nice, I'm mainly using this talent for the 3 extra skill tiers. There currently doesn't seem to be any cooldown for the first part of this talent, so you're consistently getting these extra skill tiers as long as you're killing NPCs. The perfect version of this talent, which is on the new SIG 556 assault rifle, extends the 15-second duration of the first part of this talent to 19 seconds. So now I've explained this build a little bit, we're gonna go ahead and break it down. Starting off with the specialization, we are using the Technician, and it's fundamental to the build because we need that extra skill tier. That's what helps us reach tier 6. Moving on to our weapons, this is going to be a quick breakdown by the way. I am using the 1886 rifle. The reason I'm using this is because this rifle puts out high amounts of burst damage, making it so that I can kill NPCs really quickly. The quicker I kill them, the quicker I can stack my skill tiers, the quicker I can switch to other weapons to kill the other NPCs. The trick with this build is kill the red NPCs first, just to gain your stats real quick. Then you can switch over to your secondary and melt down the rest of them until you need to stack up again. So again, going over the talent on this weapon, which is Future Perfect. Weapon kills grant +1 skill tier for 15 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. Weapon kills at skill tier 6 grant overcharge for 15 seconds. Overcharge cooldown is 90 seconds. The first part of this talent, weapon kills grant +1 skill tier for 15 seconds, is extended to 19 seconds on the perfect version of this talent, which comes on an assault rifle. So you can make this a strictly assault rifle build if you wanted to. My secondary is my assault rifle. I'm using the tactical MK16, and it's a god roll gun right here. 15% assault rifle, 6.5% health damage. Of course the max is 21%, and then we have 10% damage to targets out of cover. Damage to targets out of cover is the go-to, always go for it. Multiplicative damage, you're going to get the highest amount of damage using this talent. And I'm also using Optimist. The weapon damage is increased by 3% for every 10% ammo missing from the magazine. This gun absolutely shreds. When it comes to the attachments, crit damage on the scope, crit damage on the grip, we have crit chance on the muzzle, and then we have the extra 20 rounds on the magazine. Now, with the weapons out of the way, we're going to get into the build. And you'll see this on a lot of my builds because I love this mask. 25% crit damage is just too good not to have. So we're running the Coyote's mask, the exotic mask, for the extra 25% critical hit damage. We are currently sitting at the 50% critical hit chance mark. Reason being because we gain the extra 10% critical hit chance when we're shooting past 15 meters, as you can see there by the talent. If you want to read it, pause the videos, go through it in greater detail. So maxed out mask right there with a mod that gives us 11.5% critical hit damage. Our chest piece, which is a Fenris piece, we have 10.6% weapon damage, 5.4% critical hit chance, we have 18.4% repair skills, the max you can get is 20%, we have a mod giving us 11.3% critical hit damage, and then we have a talent that a lot of people suggested down in the comment section below, but I felt it fit this build better because we get both skill damage and skill repair. When in combat, each skill generates a stack while active or not on cooldown. Stacks increase your total skill damage by 1% and your total skill repair by 2%, up to 15 stacks per skill lost when on cooldown. I'm loving this talent, it just fits this build perfectly. Moving on to the holster, we have the Sesso holster for the 10% critical hit chance, 15% weapon damage, 11.9% critical hit damage, and we have 4.5% critical hit chance. Moving on to the backpack, it's an Out Summit backpack because we want the extra 20% repair skills. We have 15.9% repair skills and we have 4.4% critical hit chance. Now I could take that crit chance and put that as crit damage and switch one of my mods around to gain that extra crit chance. I'd prefer to do that, but just haven't got the perfect roll yet. We have the mod which gives us 18.6% repair skills, and then we have Vigilance giving us the 25% extra damage increase when you're not taking damage. When you do take damage, it disables the buff. This is just to give us that full-on DPS effect that you get from the all red builds. Moving on to the gloves, we have the Grupo Sombra at 15% critical hit damage. We have one skill tier that I rolled in there. I have 10.8% critical hit damage, 4.5% critical hit chance. I will say, when it comes to these two pieces, you can switch them around. If you take this Grupo and move it here, it does come with a yellow mod slot. Moving on to the knee pads, and we have of course the Fox Prayer knee pads giving us 10% rifle damage. We have 11.7% weapon damage, 8% damage to targets out of cover, and 20% repair skills. Now I do switch between the 20% repair skills and the crit damage, as you can see right here. The way I have it right now, it just makes it so on the Hive I get 209k healing. That's without any extra boost. That's what we're just getting off standard with this build, which is quite a nice amount. If I take that 20% off, we go down to about 180 something. So I just like it here because it just feels good for when I don't have any extra skill tiers and we're just sitting on the 3 that we're currently on. So I can see there we get an extra 60% from having 3 skill tiers. And of course, when it goes to tier 6, we get 120%. I believe if you start adding all the percentages up, we get over near enough 200% healing, which is pretty damn nice. I am including repair skills, by the way, so that would be 20%, 2 times there. You would have 20% on the chest as well, and then you have the 20% on the knee pads, the 20% from the Out Summit as well. I believe it does hit 200 if you have the max rolls, so that is a hell of a lot of healing for pretty much a DPS build. We have 11 reds and 4 yellows. It's crazy. You could, if you wanted to, switch out the repair skills for the crit damage. You won't miss out on too much healing because really, if you're stacking your kills with NPCs, you're going to be sitting in, you know, skill tier 6 majority of the time anyway. So talking of skills, we're going to look at our skills. I am using the striker drone. I was testing out the bombardier drone for a little bit. I didn't particularly like it, don't like the cooldown on it. The striker is just too good. Striker is just way too good. The distractions it causes, the time it gives you, the damage it puts out, the duration it's out, it's just an amazing skill and I really love using it. I'm going to go over the mods real quick. We have 6.2% duration. We have 2 extra bombs because I was testing the bombardier, but I would put the health on there instead so it lasts longer against NPCs. And then we have 4.5% damage mod. Now as you can see there, striker drone at tier 3, and you could also see at tier 6 120% striker damage. So that's a pretty nice boost, and it gets a boost in health. We'll look at the Hive once more. So as you can see, 209k each. It's burst healing, and that's why I'm using the Hive at the moment. You get burst healing. You can, if you want, go double heals. You could put down a chem launcher, and you can literally face tank most heroic NPCs. I wouldn't suggest doing it to a load of them, maybe 2 at the most, but you can face tank, and it is a lot of fun. I just love this build because you can use any skill you want. If I just get bored of this combo, I can just switch up to something else. And that is pretty much it. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Seriously guys, if you're playing solo, even if you're playing in a team, just use this. It's crazy. You're putting out insane damage and you could be whatever kind of skill build you want to. It's nuts. There's also other ways you can change this. You can add in extra skill damage and stuff like that. I just put Fenris because I wanted to run an assault rifle. I did intend on getting the new SIG, which comes with the perfect version of this talent, and that's typical Division 2 right there, just delta in me. But anyway guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I appreciate you stopping by. Don't forget to drop a like as it helps support the video. If you're new around here, smash that sub button, join the mod squad, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, mob squad.
Got a visual on additional...
Give up, Ace! Down here.
Good work. Go on and head back up. The team from the campus has taken position inside the memorial.